Hi there everyone. I want to welcome you to Introduction to Psychology 1113 here at Murray State College. I'm Mr. Bowen. I'm going to be your instructor for this internet class and going to spend this time as an initial introduction to myself and some of the ways that I try to convey this information across to you and how the class is going to run, and there's going to be other videos along and through the class, so this is an opportunity to get to know that and everything. I want to welcome everyone to adult education. For those of you that are seasoned with some college time in your past, that's great. Some of you, this may be your very first college class. It may be your first internet class. So we have a wide range. There's 31 students. There are a number of students in this class, and so from that there's going to be a range and variety of backgrounds, interest, and everything. So anyway, what I want to talk to you about, for those that may not have a clear picture, this is a 3-semester hour class. So if we were going to do the traditional thing of you pedal your bicycle, you ride your motorcycle, you drive your car, you walk, whatever, and you come to the classroom, that would mean that for your 3-hour credit, you would be coming and sitting in a classroom each week for nearly 3 hours and listening to me lecture on the subject matter, and then you would be sent off with homework. For normal college courses, what you're going to look at is about 100% of however many hours you are enrolled in. You're going to need that much time also to study the subject matter. So real simple math, what that's going to equal is 6 hours each week honestly should be planned or figured on how much you're going to need to devote to this class to really get the information and get the material. Now, what we have in each week, every single person has a whole 168 hours. So, we're taking online classes, of course, for a matter of convenience, because then in this same 168 hours, all you have to do is find about 6 hours, 30 minutes here, an hour here, and everything. But what I can promise you is the amount of energy and effort you put forth in the class will result in what your final grade will be, okay? Because there's going to be quizzes, discussions, and everything, and read the syllabus, and I have a rather simple grading system in the total number of points. I don't do this weighted average or anything else, and so from that is where your final grade is going to result. So participation, activity of class, exercises, the exams, and the written final paper, is where your grade's going to come from. So, with all that said, what I want to tell you is a little bit about how I run the Blackboard. Okay? What we're going to have is we're going to have current active weeks, and they're going to be from Saturday, noon, until the following Friday, midnight. Okay? The reason I put this parameter on it is because you're going to have to be active in the class as it progresses. We can't just all sit down and read all the chapters and do all the exercises and meet all the requirements the first 3 weeks of this semester and then think that we can take a final exam, because again, the class itself is an interactive process. I want everyone to engage with one another and be involved in the class as a community, because we need to learn and grow together as we do this project of completing the course. So some items will have timestamps to them. The physical week is going to appear at noon Wednesday before the physical date of the active week. So you may open it up and get a preview and see what's going on. And then too, what's going to exist is that active week will still be displayed until the Wednesday after the Friday midnight. So really for a 2-week period, the week activity information is open, and you can get ahead on it, or you can go back and review it and everything. But exercises and things that have timestamp requirements for the active week are to be completed in this time frame from noon Saturday of the posted date and or before midnight Friday. So it's about class participation. It's really important to me because it shows that everyone is applying themselves and putting some effort into it. Okay, with that said, work incomplete cannot be made up. All right? It's not to be an ogre about this or anything, but this is adult education. It's about time management. It's about meeting the requirements as mature, responsible adults and applying ourselves to this task. So if you have an exception, a reason, or whatever, on rare occasions I have, can, and will make opportunity for you to possibly do that. On that note, within Blackboard, there's a tab over on the side, and it's titled Messages. This is the form that is best to communicate to me by, for several reasons. One, again, it is time-stamped. It indicates and it shows to me when that message was sent to me, and with that, I check the messages regularly. Honestly, at least daily, with sometimes an exception being made, and when I say daily, it may physically be more than 24 hours, but it's not going to be more than 36. So if I've checked messages at 10 a.m. on Thursday, I may not then again check them until Friday evening. But you can see what I'm saying is that I'm checking them physically every calendar day, and most often I will give a reply, a response, at the same time that I open the message. All right? So if you have a question, if you have a problem, if you don't understand something, send me a message through the classroom Blackboard system. This is the preferred method. And on that same note, I encourage you to communicate with your other class members via the same way for projects that are going on in class and how we're going to handle things, or if you don't want to put your two minds together, or if you're missing a project or missing something that is coming due. Email through the regular school email. Of course, it's wbowen@mscok.edu. There may be assignments where I will indicate to you to email me a file attachment. You can do the email to me through the Blackboard email link or simply through the regular school email link. If a circumstance arises, if a situation arises, and you need to get a hold of me, post haste, true, real, honest to gosh, adult emergency. I mean a real emergency. 928-978-4452. This is my cell number that you may text me to, okay? Please do not call. Please do not leave voicemail, but you may text me with a real emergency to 928-978-4452. All right? So, with all that said, then this is your introduction to me and a little bit of how the class is going to run, and then there's other written information and the Get Acquainted discussion that's posted for this first week. Again, welcome to Introduction to Psychology 1113 here at Murray State.